All right, Rick, it's 2021 redraft time. Oh, Harry's got us in the NFL mock draft database simulator. For the sake of simplicity, let's assume there was a glitch in the 2021 NFL draft process, and Roger Goodell has decreed that all members of the 2021 class are now free agents. The rest of the 32 NFL rosters remain the same as of June 2024, as we are taping this. Does that make sense, Rick? Is that simple enough, you think?
Yeah, we'll try it. Yes.
All
I
right.
worked hard to try to understand this one.
I think it's pretty simple. Everyone in the 2021 class are free agents. Everything else stays the same. Any complaints, send them to Depot. All right. You have the first pick, Rick. The draft order remains as it did. The actual draft order from 2021 drafts. The Jacksonville Jaguars and Rick Spielman are on the clock.
Trevor Lawrence. I'm going to go with him again.
Yeah.
They had Gardner Minshew, and they had no choice. So I still think Trevor Lawrence is going to be a good player, really good player. And, he got messed up in the first year with Urban Meyer, showed signs and then thought he was really going to come along. And I'm going to stick with the theme on him making the biggest jump this year coming up from last year, and that I would take Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, I thought about making a rule that you can't take the same player, but that's too far down that road. All right, that makes things easy for me. I think Harry's struggling. Don't worry about it, Harry. I got it. I'll do it on my end too while you work through that. But I got my draft board ready, Rick. Pumped. All right, he's off the board. Trevor Lawrence. This is easy for me. The roster's the same in New York, so we got Aaron Rodgers coming back. I don't care that they signed all those old timers. Penei Sewell, baby.
So you're looking at the roster in 24.
That's what I said very explicitly in the directions. The 2021 free agents, the draft class are all free agents. Everything else stays the same. The rosters are as they were.
Okay, I misinterpreted this one, so hang on to your seat, boys.
Oh, okay. Well, what's funny? Harry said, do we want to just do it as you were doing it? And I thought that might confuse you. So
I was doing it just based on because I went and studied all their rosters in 2021.
You did not. Did you?
I spent 2 hours studying everybody's rosters in 21 instead of 20.
All right. Well, let's.
I'm good. I can adjust. Let's move on. Apparently, you were worse than Debo as far as clear-cut directions.
No,
Terry, just note to self as a producer, make sure you are clear and define what directions you want to go in all this.
All right. I will tweet out the email that I sent you 2 days ago with the rules. I should have taped the conversation we had yesterday where I explained the rules to you again. I feel like the French teacher. I think you should be in another class, Rick. All right. So look, last chance. Do you want to do 2021 rules or 2024?
No, let's keep moving.
All right. So
I will adjust.
To reiterate one last time. 2021 draft class, all free agents. The rosters are as they are as of June of 2024. All right. So I took Penei Sewell. You are up, sir. You are the San Francisco 49ers.
Okay. They definitely needed a quarterback back then. So I could see why they tried to trade up for Trey Lance. That was a swing and a miss. They needed corners, D-line, and O-line help, and some receiver help. They just drafted Ayuk. He wasn't panning out at the time. So they had Samuel. They didn't know what they had in Purdy, but I took Jamar Chase.
All right. I don't hate it. Don't hate it. But that makes things really good for me. We're playing basically in two different dimensions.
Let's see who's can stay on the ball. This is kind of
this works out perfectly because I have my little mini draft board here. The 2024 Falcons are going to take Harry Micah Parsons, baby. Micah Parsons. They need edge rush help. Maybe you have another quarterback going in this draft. I don't know why they would go in this draft in the first round, unless it's Mac Jones, who should have gone second overall. But I went with Micah Parsons.
Okay.
Next up, Cincinnati Bengals. Now Penei's gone. Jamar's gone.
Penei's not gone yet.
I just took him. I took him second to the Jets.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
You rat. Oh boy.
In a predicament there, huh?
Yeah, well, I want to look at what they need. They need O-line help. You took Panay Sewell. They needed edge help here going into this draft as well. They needed receiver, tight end, defensive tackle, but I can't pass up Patrick Surtain the second.
Jesus, that's a good pick. God, that's a good pick. All right, next up. This will be interesting here. Producer Harry's Miami Dolphins are here. So now look, Jalen Waddle's not on the team because we just released him as per the decree from Roger Goodell. So I'll ask Harry. Harry, because Rick doesn't like when I ask him questions and we're in competition, Harry. Would you rather have Jalen Waddle here or Amon-Ra St. Brown to pair with Tyreek? That's one question I have.
I'm going to go with Jalen Waddle. I think his speed unlocks part of the offense that Tyreek allows them to do, which is just be incredibly fast from all the positions. And I think that this year, especially with Odell Beckham Jr., he's going to be able to move to the slot more. And Jalen Waddle is deadly from the slot.
Rick's laughing. The other one I was considering, Rick, and we'll have to consider, I think we have to consider all the injury stuff since. Like Elijah Vera Tucker, I love the idea of plugging him in there, but the injuries concern me. All right, let's just take Jalen Waddle. Don't overthink it, Rick.
Okay. Oh, boy.
Next up, the Detroit Lions.
They need receiver help here. Boy, they need a lot of help. This was linebacker, safety, corner. They can go numerous directions. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go, and they took him in the fourth, but they take him.
Oh, man.
I'm going to go with Amon-Ra St. Brown.
All right. That's a great pick. This next pick is going to be pretty easy for me because I got to help your guy, Bryce Young, make that bounce to the next level. I'm taking Christian Darrisaw, and we'll move everything. We'll figure out something for Icky to do. Christian Darrisaw, baby. What do you think of that?
Oh, very interesting.
Because we know what he can do. Do you think? I know you drafted Darrisaw. Do you think Slater's had a better career than Darrisaw, or because Darrisaw's been a little healthier?
Yeah, both of them have had some injury durability, but I think they're both relatively pretty close. In performance,
because he was on my list as well, but I went with Darrisaw just so you couldn't take him. All right, next up, the Denver Broncos.
Yeah, they definitely needed a quarterback at the time. O-line, linebacker, D-line, running back. You know what I'm going to go? And I was looking at edge. Did Micah Parsons go yet?
Oh, yeah, I took him second or third, something up there. I took him high.
I'm going to go out of the box here.
Oh, gosh. Hold on to your seats, folks.
I'm going to go with, they had a left tackle. They didn't have a right tackle. I'm going to go with Slater here.
That's a good pick.
Take the best tackle.
Can't go wrong with that. And you have the benefit of knowing how good these players are, which, I mean, imagine that in real life. You never get fired.
No. I didn't think I'd get fired after Darrisaw and Jefferson, but things happen.
Things happen. Fair enough. All right, the Eagles are on the clock at 10. They originally took Devonta Smith. I had Darrisaw, Slater as possibilities. Those guys are both gone. So do I want to find – I think Vera Tucker could play right tackle. Do you think he can?
The question was his length.
He did a good job at left tackle, I thought, for USC. So the question for me is, do you want Vera Tucker as the heir apparent to Lane Johnson, or do you just want to get Devonta Smith again? I'm going to mix it up, so I don't want to keep drafting the same guys to the teams that took him. Let's take Elijah Vera Tucker here as the right tackle for Lane, should Lane retire.
Okay. Bears needed a quarterback, definitely needed offensive line help of all receiver, DB, edge. I would have taken Darrisaw here, but he's already gone. I'm going to go with, scroll down, Landon Dickerson.
Oh, that's a good pick. Oh, that's a good pick. Man, that's a good pick. You've done this before, Rick.
Nah, I'm just guessing like everybody else.
Just guessing like everybody else. Golly. All right. You won't know this for 3 years, but that's going to make Caleb Williams extremely happy. I'm from the future, Rick. All right, you took Landon Dixon. Next up, the Dallas Cowboys, I believe. So they don't have Micah. Micah's gone. He's at the Atlanta Falcons now. So do I want to go? You know, it would be hysterical if I took Najee Harris here because I need a running back. I'm not taking Najee. All right. Do I want to go cornerback? Because you talked about Trevon Diggs and his future may be up in the air if they got to pay one of their brothers. They have Deron Bland, who's been awesome. I think I'm going to go with Greg Rousseau.
Greg Rousseau. Oh, interesting.
Because he's been quietly pretty good for
Yeah.
and he's gotten a lot better as his career's progressed for the Bills. All right, the Chargers.
Chargers, they always need offensive line help, corner help. I don't like the corners left on the board. Go to all, Harry. You know what I'm going to do?
Nope.
I am going to go with, they had, then they have Waller at the time, so they didn't need a tight end. They need scroll down a little bit, Harry. Give me Devontae Smith.
Oh, he's still there.
I'll go with the receiver.
All right. Okay. Giants are back on the Jets are back on the clock. They took Penei Sewell. Devontae's gone. He was on our board. But you know who I'm taking here? I don't feel that bad about it, Rick, because I'm going to get a young man by the name of Nico Collins.
Oh, wow. It's a little bit of a reach, but
I don't know. He's been balling out. He's been balling out. I'm sure Jets fans will be happy that I took Nico Collins at 14. All right. The Patriots. Did you still have Tom Brady in your world, or is he gone already? I can't remember.
Tom Brady is gone.
Okay.
What I have sitting in there is Cam Newton and Jared Stidham.
Okay. Oh, right. This is McCorkle Jones draft. That's right. Okay.
Who am I going? I'm going to go with. It'd be a different story if he ended up in New England. Justin Fields.
Yeah, I was thinking about possible landing spots where maybe his future turns out differently. I don't hate that. He's a younger version of Cam Newton, not quite as big, obviously, nor quite as successful at this point in his career.
And Josh McDaniels was still the quarterback or the offensive coordinator then, so I figured out he would be able to do something with Justin.
Yeah. All right, Justin Fields goes to the Patriots. Let me make my note here so I know. Zach Wilson still on the board. Didn't want to take him, huh? Interesting. Okay. Next up, the Arizona Cardinals. So since I'm in 2024, I'm looking at cornerback, safety, and maybe defensive line. You know this guy got some first-round buzz during his final draft year. I think he opted out. I liked his tape a lot. And I think he ended up going in round 2, maybe even round 3. Paulson Adebo out of Stanford.
Oh,
he's been pretty good for the Saints.
Down for the Saints.
Yeah, and I think he has 7 turnovers in his career, or maybe last year. Excuse me, I have to double check. But he's been surprisingly efficient. I haven't watched a lot of them in the NFL, but
right there, you passed them, Harry. Down, down, down. Stop. A little bit more. Right
he's
there.
Number 68. There he is. Next up, the Raiders.
Boy, I remember this one. We were praying Darasol didn't go there, and they ended up taking Alex Leatherwood. So that didn't work out.
No.
They need safety help, linebacker help, corner help. They need all kinds of help. So, you know who I'm going to go with?
What?
Who's been a pretty good corner down in Jacksonville? Tyson Campbell.
Oh, okay. Oh, man. So back to the Dolphins. They got Jalen Waddle here. You took Tyson Campbell. Man, you look back at some of these picks and you just can't believe, like the Caleb Farley pick in the first round to the Titans. He had the back injury, but he was a good football player. All right. Miami's back on the clock. Jalen Waddle at pick 6. Now at pick 18. Nico's gone. I was considering Nico Collins here. If we didn't get Jalen up first, we got Jalen there. I'm looking at offensive line here. Fair Tucker's gone. I'm going to get wild here. We know he's healthy. Trey Smith.
Oh, the guard from Tennessee. Eric.
Yeah. And he was definitely a top 75 guy had he been healthy. I think there was concerns about
Hart. I believe.
All right. Washington.
Commanders are up. They needed left tackle in a big way because Trent Williams had just left. They need tight end help, linebacker help, and I'm going to go with Kyle Pitts.
I was going to take him with the next pick. That's a good pick. Because again, you feel like fit matters, and I don't know why it hasn't worked in Atlanta, but because I'm in 2024, Rick, I was Darren Waller has since retired, so I was going to get some help with Kyle Pitts, but you're in 2021. Just know in 3 years, Darren Waller is going to retire.
Okay.
All right, Kyle Pitts. I'll X his name out. Man, I mean, again, I have Najee here scribbled down as the joke. So now I'm looking at secondary help. I'm going to go with nickel, and I'm going to take Asante Samuel Jr.
Oh, wow.
You know what I like about these redraft? You don't get quite as angry at me as the picks I make because you know the players are generally not terrible.
Yeah.
No, you don't agree with that?
No.
All right. Colts are up. They took Kwity Paye originally.
Yeah. They needed left tackle help because Costanzo Anthony retired that year. They need edge. They need tight end. They need corner. They need D-line. So I'm going to go. Let me see the offensive tackles left. We got anyone left? Nope. Harry, go to the corners. See if I got any corners left. J.C. Horn, Farley, yuck. I'm going with Greg Newsome. Greg Newsome's been a solid corner with Cleveland.
You think he's been better than JC?
JC can't stay healthy.
Yeah. When he's healthy, he's good though.
He's to me, he's almost a Pro Bowl talent if he can stay healthy.
All right, next up, the Tennessee Titans. As I mentioned a moment ago, they took Caleb Farley, the corner out of Virginia Tech, who had back issues. I think he tore his ACL earlier in his college career. I have them needing linebacker help and back up here in 2024, Rick. And I'm going to blow your mind with this pick. Ernest Jones.
Ooh, geez, that's a reach.
No way. I was looking at his I was looking at some of his numbers and watching some of his stuff yesterday. He leads the last year he led the league in pressures. He doesn't rush a lot, but when he does, he gets home.
Okay, that's good.
I don't even know why I say what I say. I knew what your response is going to be. Did you find what number was he, Harry? I'm keeping score over here. Oh, there he is, 222. Good Lord. And Rick thinks that's a reach. Okay. The Minnesota Vikings. Darrisaw is long gone.
Yep. This is an easy one because I was in this scenario if Darrisaw was gone.
All right. What'd you come up with?
Kwity Paye. That's who our next.
Oh, I love it.
So it was either whatever Indianapolis took. If they took Darrisaw or worried about Darrisaw going there, we would have taken Paye.
And you mentioned you were worried about the Vegas at 17 taking Darrisaw there. After that, I'm guessing you did the math that the only team you had to worry about were the Colts. Is that right?
Yeah, because
that's why you didn't move up.
Yeah, and then we just took a gamble.
Gotcha. And I would assume you were relatively horizontally happy with both Kwity and Darrisaw.
Yeah, we'd been happy with either. But
all right,
we were happy. We were real happy with Darrisaw.
Yeah, he worked out pretty good, I would say. The Steelers are up. So Kyle Pitts was on my list, gone. Samuel Jr. was on my list, gone. I'm going to take a roll of the dice here. Hopefully we can keep him healthy. Put him opposite Joey Porter Jr., J.C. Horn.
Okay. That's a good pick if he's healthy.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to stay healthy. Oh, shucks. Wait. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just struggling on my end here to do the math. All right, you're up, Rick, with the Jacksonville Jaguars. You took Trevor Lawrence at 1.
Yeah, they need quarterback, tight end, D-line, safety, O-line. Let me see what the go-to edge rushers there. D-line. Yeah, let me see.
And they actually took Travis Etienne originally at 25.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Jalen Phillips here.
Man, that's a good pick. All right, next up, Cleveland. Oh, I had Landon Dickerson as a possibility. Long gone. They originally took Greg Newsome. You just took Greg Newsome. I could go with Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, who they took in this draft, who I like, but just to mix it up a little bit, I'll go with Nick Bolton.
That's a good pick. Good football player.
Yeah.
Okay, Ravens need edge. They need offensive line help, D-line, safety, receiver. So in this one, go to edge one more time, Harry. Yeah, there's no one there. So you know what I'm going to do?
No.
Orlando Brown was gone. Judon was gone. Ngakwe was gone. They originally took Bateman.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with someone that they took, but they took him in the second round. I think is a first round talent.
Who?
I am going to go with. Although, let me hold on here a second. I am going to change it up just because you're changing it up. I'm going to go with Javon Holland. They needed a safety during that time.
Yeah, he feels like he fits in that defense for sure. All right, well done, Javon Holland. Next up, the New Orleans Saints. And you missed on an easy one here, Rick, because they need secondary help as well. I'm going to go with Talanoa Hufanga.
Ooh.
Got him.
Good.
All right.
Yay.
Packers at 29, they took Eric Stokes. He's also battled injuries. He ran in the 4.2s as his pro day. Cornerback out of Georgia.
Yeah, I don't think there's any corners left on the market. They also, at the time, needed D-line, O-line, linebacker, and receiver help. You know they'll never take a receiver in the first round. They'll never take. Go ahead and scroll down, Harry. Okay, right there. I'm going to go with Barmore, who, when he is healthy, player, and that would help him up front in the D-line.
Yeah, that's a good pick. That's quietly a very good pick. All right, Buffalo Bills are up. I'm here in 2024, Rick. I'm thinking about a wide receiver, but they're all gone. Like Josh Palmer is on my radar, but I can't take him this high. I think he's a good player, but not a top 32 player. They need help in the secondary because they got rid of all their old timers at safety position. So I'm going to go with Andre Cisco.
Oh, okay. It's a little bit of a reach, but he's been a solid player.
He's been solid.
Yeah. All right. Ravens back on the clock at 31. Still haven't addressed the O-line issue. They got this player in the second round.
Oh, you're coming back to him. He's still there, huh?
I'm coming back to him. Creed Humphrey. He's sitting there at 31. He's been a really good player. I'm taking him there.
Oh, gosh. He's been on my list of names to take, too. You get him? You got him. Dang it. That doesn't make sense in 2024, but I'll give you the benefit of the doubt in 2021. That's a pick that I would make in 2024. All right, finally, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They took Joe Tryon-Shoyinka originally, and in 2024, I'm looking for the best available corner. Maybe there's not a lot to choose from here.
Yeah,
right. I mean, there's nothing here. The best available player. I mean, this is tough. Maybe I will go with.
Tick.
Yeah, I just got to trade out of this pick here. You know what I'm going to do?
I can't wait.
I know it's going to be. It's down. I'm going to take a linebacker, I think, just because we need to get a little younger there. So it's either going to be JOK or Jamin Davis. I think I'm going to go with.
Oh, you're stuck. You're stuck.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go with JOK. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
All right.
I just got I was in between a rock and a hard place.
22,000 linebackers on that roster at the time, but that's fine.
But I'm in 2024, Rick.
Okay.
Those guys are 3 years older, and some of them have moved on. That's like you taking 2 centers for the Ravens. It depends on what year you're in.
Yeah, it actually worked out pretty good.
It did work out pretty good. It just goes to show you it's a crapshoot.